There you are. Well done. I have just arrived myself. Let us enter.
One moment. We need a solid plan before we go in.
I'm pretty sure the legatus has a plan.
If I may provide one piece of advice, do not seem too friendly with Cleopatra. She and Ptolemy are already at war. If they sense how close your alliance is, the Pharaoh may find it prudent to have her executed.
You should invent a reason for our absence, but let us refrain from starting a fight we can't win. The palace is full of guards.
May Serapis bless this meeting of peace.
Welcome to Alexandria. We've been expecting your arrival. I hope you will like the accommodations.
You dare address this Roman instead of your rightful queen? Well, he should not. This is not his palace. I'll see to it that you are painfully executed, guard. Now get out of our way. It's working. I am angry. Get this man out of my face before I do something we'll both regret.
She is not my queen. I am a Roman citizen.
This is my land, and I'm the queen of all who dwell in it. Charmian, enlighten this man. Now that this minor annoyance is taken care of, let us move ahead with our meeting.
Ah, the Roman delegation has arrived. Inform the cooks.
Welcome to Alexandria, honored Romans. May Ra's light shine upon you.
Do not wander off. You are in the palace of the most divine pharaoh of Egypt, and you will be watched closely.
I'm going! Stop chasing me, by the goddess!
You're lucky the pharaoh didn't have you executed, idiot girl.
Wow, rude! You want me to call down a curse of Ubasti upon you? Because I've just about had it with you people!
You can't curse me.
Try me, you'll see!
Just go home. The pharaoh is expecting important guests.
Huh? Oh, I'm Raiya, priestess of Ubasti. I've had a really rough day.
The cat goddess. She is greatly revered among the people. How has my blithering fool of a husband offended you, dear?
It's a long story. Well, actually, I guess it's pretty short. He's throwing a festival of Serapis in Memphis. It's going to cause so much trouble. I waited here a month to get this audience and then... Oh, they were all counting on me back home, and I blew it. We worship the old gods in Memphis. He's doing this against the people's will. It's disrespectful. I may have lost my temper a little.
And yet your head is still attached to your shoulders. Perhaps my husband does retain some small measure of respect for the old gods.
I guess?
We're looking for a place where books and ledgers are kept. Do you know it?
The library? It's the building right over there. Good luck in there. I'm going to go find a corner to cry in.
You are a mess, girl. I will sit with you.
All right. Thank you. Do you like cats?
You are in the presence of Ptolemaeus Theos Philopator, he who rules over land and sea, this world and the other world, of the dead and of the living. He who is the face of the sun and the will of the Nile.
Hello, husband. You look particularly pathetic today.
It is always good to see you, honored wife.
It is customary to greet a foreign ruler with a bow.
Watch your tone! You are surrounded!
Excuse Marcellus. He's sworn to protect me with his life and occasionally gets overexcited.
Yet again, you Romans prove to be an endless source of amusement.
Well, I think we are all sufficiently acquainted. So shall we begin?
Very well. There seems to be a lot of animosity between the different parties in this meeting. This kind of thing serves no one. Let us talk. I am sure we can reach a meaningful and satisfactory solution to our conflict. I am merely an advisor to His Majesty, here to protect Rome's trade routes. Legion? By Minoa, of course not. Marcellus and his men are here for my own protection. They are my Praetorian Guard. Marcellus, take Hortensius and help them. But do as you're told.
This is inconvenient. We need to find those documents, but we can't do it with Loco's men hanging around.
They don't look formidable. I think we can kill both of them easily.
I'd be really happy if we could get rid of them without leaving behind more corpses. Calida, you're good at talking to people. Invent a reason for at least two of us to leave. Or be less charming, maybe, so I can send you away to find those ledgers. What a waste. Poor kid's only crime was coming to Egypt.
It was an unfortunate breach of etiquette.
Unfortunate? This man was butchered.
There are rules and regulations about dealing with regents. One ignores those at one's own risk, especially within the walls of the royal palace.
You think this is Cleopatra's palace?
Egyptian customs are obscure in ways beyond the way a half-senile Sarwus can explain.
I can only agree. We shall discuss things over wine.
Fine. But that belly of yours will be the death of us one day.
Now that the unpleasantries are out of the way, I assume we may finally discuss business.
Does this mean you have a better offer? You've got our attention.
Despite possessing endless wisdom, His Majesty is not used to dealing with Romans, especially not those with no position in the Senate. Let us slow down and clear some things up first.
I've traveled all this way so I can talk to my husband. I have absolutely no intention of watching two arrogant Romans exchange thinly veiled insults.
An advisory role to His Majesty, primarily protecting Roman interests. One's profit doesn't always cause the other's loss. The best business arrangements are reached when both parties benefit. The proconsul's death is a tragedy. We all mourn his loss. In times like this, it is natural to see enemies everywhere. Beware, however, that some people may interpret your words as accusations. It is unwise to speak of a crime of this magnitude without deeply convincing evidence. I haven't the faintest idea. Whoever arranged his murder must be very foolish indeed. Rome can be a valuable ally, but its wrath is terrifying.
Most people who are murdered simply deserve death. Perhaps this Lucullus wronged someone terribly.
Wise words, Your Majesty.
A peace treaty? Are we at war? A queen's life is boring, Roman. Occasionally, one needs some kind of distraction. Whenever our wife gets restless, she finds a new plaything.
Indeed. The Queen says let us eat first, and then talk on a full stomach.
All right. Let us hope Cinerus's incessant chatter will keep them busy for a while. But I'd say we have some time.
The question is, how do we get into that library? Magister would know.
This is the kind of sneaky thing you excel at, Calida. What do we do? That's right. Worst case scenario, some old librarian gets angry. I don't like where this is going.
I have an idea, Calida. Would you let me try?
Now, what are you going to do with this? It seems stable now. Rome was robbed of a skilled carpenter when you joined the Legion.
You've made it much sturdier. But why?
You think that will open the door?
I don't know. I'm improvising.
Looks like they're renovating here. Think you could squeeze in? We can distract them, maybe.
Calida can easily seduce that sad old man.
She's the only one who fits through the hole. One of us will have to handle the distraction.
I do not do mild violence. It does not please the crowd. There are still many people watching us. You've made it much sturdier. But why? Is it stuck?
I think it's locked.
What do we do now? The door looks flimsy. I can easily break it down.
Maybe we can find something around here that you can use. Any ideas?
I still say I can break this door.
It is a possibility, I guess.
So he finally granted an audience to that strange priestess.
He did. I doubt she'll leave that throne room alive, the way she acts.
Are you aiming to fashion some kind of tool out of that?
This is unacceptable. I need access to the library so I can continue my work.
Under no circumstances may the accountant be disturbed. Pharaoh's orders.
But I have a duty to continue the chronicle.
There's nothing I can do.
What have you built?
It's a lockpick. A tool for unlocking the door.
You continue to amaze me.
You did it! It seems to me that was not your first time using such a device.
Go on in and see what you can find. We'll keep watch out here.
So you want a permanent solution to our disagreement? Intriguing, we must admit. Let us hear your proposal.
My proposal is quite simple, darling. You shall cease your attack, and I shall assume my rightful place on the throne.
Ridiculous, as always. And when you sit on this throne, what should we do, we wonder? We do have an arrangement. Why would we stop that? Isn't that arrangement beneficial for Rome as well?
If I may interject, Your Radiance, it really is difficult for the legatus to understand such subtleties of commerce. Soldiers are single-minded people with a clarity of vision that can blind them to nuance. Perhaps. Yet I believe no one can claim to be an expert on warfare. The winds of Fortuna are fickle. Well, I believe the best course here would be to arrange some sort of co-rule, granting both parties equal power.
Equal?
Indeed. That way, everyone's happy, and Rome continues to benefit from our trade deal. They might. As far as Rome is concerned, that is an acceptable outcome.
We have questioned the witnesses in the garden. The guard was killed by one of the Queen's servants.
That is fantastic, Marcellus. But if you're here, where's the rest of our visiting party?
They are relaxing outside, I thought.
You thought? Why do you keep trying to do things you're not good at? Why did you leave a potentially dangerous group of people free to roam these halls?
With all due respect, Senator, you are overreacting. There are royal guards posted all around. It's not like they will set the palace on fire.
Hello. Who are you? I work for the Senate of Rome. I don't think you'll understand what I do. I keep track of the numbers for the Egyptian trade. That's not correct. We both work for the Senate. My name is Claudius Tranquillus. You need accounting? There are no ledgers. I work with numbers. It took me some time to understand what they meant, and when I did, the Pharaoh said he would have me executed if I left. He could not have done all those bad things without my work. The Pharaoh insisted I come here. The senator was very upset about it. I wish I could give you what you want, but there are no ledgers. I keep all the numbers in my head. I did write that. It was for someone else, for the man who leads Wixie. He wanted a list, so I made it as hard to read as I could. They are thugs and scoundrels. I don't know what the senator uses them for, but I know that there are currently 1,298 people getting paid out of those funds set aside for Wixie. Funds that were meant to be paid as tax to Rome. I was never told. I don't think anyone knows, even in Wixie. We just know him as the Great Shadow. The proconsul's death brought a lot of attention to what we're doing here. I think it was the Pharaoh. I really wish I could, believe me, but they will kill us both if we try to leave. I will do whatever you want. I never meant to do anything wrong. I hope so.
Your Majesty, the personal guard of your guests are sneaking about and acting suspicious in places they should not.
And where exactly should they sneak about and act suspicious? Tell me. That's right, Lokagos. Nowhere. Now leave us, and try to perform your duties adequately for a change.
Are you angry, darling? If the palace of our ancestors is falling apart, you have only your own incompetence to blame.
What's your end game here, Legate? Not a single drop was shed before you appeared. We could have found a better solution to all of this. I should surrender. For what crime? You started this war on the pretense that Egypt was behind the murder of our proconsul. Remember?
Your Majesty, we have reason to believe our guest Praetorian Guard is up to no good. We'll need to get you to safety.
Assassination? Was that your goal all along?
Your Majesty, if I may. We promised these people safe passage. I cannot allow the death of another Roman on foreign soil.
Very well. The next time we meet, it will be on the field of battle. You will regret making an enemy of me, Roman!
That was an interesting experience. We found the man who keeps records for Vitellius Loco, Claudius Tranquillus. Unfortunately, he keeps them purely in his head.
He believes it was Ptolemy who killed Lucullus, so there's nothing we can use there.
Although it does mean our casus belli was sound, which is a great relief. Additionally, he confirmed that Loco is stealing tax money from Rome, and he is willing to testify before the Senate. Unfortunately, that will not be possible until we invade the city and capture this palace.
As long as you save him after taking Ptolemy's head. Come, let us leave. The next time we are here, this palace will be mine. We're leaving.